guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Happy leap year. I think it's a leap year, right? Okay. Anyways, we're going to get into the twin flames and just what's going to happen next. What's going to happen now? If you're on a twin flame journey, you probably already know it. If you're not sure and you're kind of just researching it and you want to know more about it, I do have some twin flame videos with lots of good information in a playlist on my YouTube. So if you want to check that out, you can. All right. Let's get in. First off, not everybody is a twin flame. Not everybody has one. It's actually pretty rare. So you're not going to get doubles. You're not going to get triples in this life. You get one, if you even get one. About 15% of our entire planet have a twin flame. It's really a type of journey. It's just a specific kind of journey for certain people. It's all different for those people, but it's really about honoring their true energy, which would be mostly masculine or mostly feminine. It's not about equalizing and embodying both. That's a confusion that gets misrepresented and widespread through the community. That's not true. The twin flame journey is going to be you are a majority of one thing, and you're going to embrace that, and you're going to learn all the lessons about that. And so is your twin. However, it is one soul, two separate lives, two bodies. That's the twin flame energy. It's a very trine soul path, okay? So it's going to be your higher self, which is the combined union of the both of you, your true self, and that's in the spiritual realm, different dimension, your higher self, your ascended self, your wise version, the one that's been here for thousands and thousands of years, that has decided to split itself into two different forms, two different energies, if you will, and to find itself throughout wherever it is in the world, to find itself and to be unionized, to be harmonized by a very difficult task of being one solid energy in one body and one solid energy in another, thus creating this yin-yang and achieving the perfect harmony. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect. To be in perfect harmony, there's a lot of trials and tribulations, of course. But that's really the whole point. And it changes the energy for the collective every time a twin flame comes in a union, because it's like, I achieved it. It's possible. It's been done. This is how you do it. This is how you embody the feminine. This is how you embody the masculine. It's a beautiful journey, and it's not successful to every single twin flame. It's just a journey. I like to think of it as like the Marines, when they send a specific, 150-person group to be trained into the, I forget the name, the Navy SEALs or something like that, the elite Marine group. They all pass a certain amount of tests to get there, and then when they're all there, they have even more to go through, and not everyone makes it, and a lot of them give up, a lot of them ring the bell. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie G.I. Jane with Demi Moore, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's a very difficult, arduous task, and most of them drop like flies right away. The rest stay in there for as long as they can, but they ring the bell once it gets really tough. And then there's a few select group that actually sticks through the entire thing. And those are the people that are going to be in the union with twin flames. So this is not possible for all of you. And it's not even possible for all twin flames to be in a union. It's just not possible. But not even all the planet has a twin flame. So if you resonate with that, if that feels like your truth, then you're in the right place. So with that being said, as rare as twin flames are, let's get into your twin flame journey and just see what's up, see what's going on, and what's going to happen next for you and your twin. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I saw some of your faces. Oops. Okay. All right. So the first 3 cards that wanted to come out today is we have some struggle. We have some dark nights. We're having a problem here breaking the karmic cycles. That's definitely an issue because third-party energy seems to be the most difficult task. And I want you to know as twins, one of the powers that you're going to find that you have is the power of manifestation. Part of your twin flame journey is going to be to completely awaken your energy of creation and that you have the power within you to mirror reflect all the instances in your life. Thus, you're becoming the magician. So when you have a struggle, when you're dealing with something that you can't get rid of, the first thing you have to do is look at, why do I keep doing the same thing, hoping for a different result? This isn't working. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's not working. Or you're not dedicated enough to what you're trying to do. It takes supreme focus and dedication. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to really conquer something? This is a lot about yourself, this third-party energy. For one, it's about being born with third-party karma in your relationships. So there's going to be a negative aspect on the 7th house. There just is. Malefics in the 7th house or aspecting the 7th house, if you will. And you're like, what am I going to do to deal with this? And that's where you find the power inside yourself. Okay, these are my tools. But it looks here for the twin flame that I'm dealing with, you're struggling with that. You're maybe having a hard time finding your tools, the right way to attack this problem. And so you're feeling very defeated. And you're feeling very abandoned right now. Left out in the cold. Ignored, mistreated, rejected, complete unfair treatment. And you're just really feeling bad. You're just really going through it. You feel like you're powerless, helpless. It's you against the world. And all you have left is your spirituality and yourself. But you're convinced, and I do mean you're convinced that you can't conquer this, which, by the way, is a lie, because you can. You can conquer this. Okay. Darn, I forgot to take my medicine today. Shoot. Oh, well, I'll take it after this video. At least I brought my tea. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So you are being pursued lovingly by your twin, but he or she is not offering marriage. They're offering flirtation. There's an attraction, there's chemistry, but what else? And you're like, what else? You know, I'm glad you're attracted to me and you want me. That's dandy, but I want more than that. They don't want to fight and they don't want to relive the past. 6 of Cups. They're blaming you and making it feel like you're the reason that you guys are not married. You're the reason that they're not committing because you like to argue. And you're like, that's completely not the truth. You just don't want to deal with the fact that I want more. I'm going to give you some help. The first problem is looking to your partner and saying, hey, you, I want you to give me what I want. I want you to make me your choice. I want you to do that. Do that, and I'm going to feel great. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to be my best version of my best self. I just need you to put me in that position. Trick question, guys. What do you think's wrong with that picture? Because I know that's you. You can't deny it. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with looking to your partner and asking him or her to put you in that position. And then you'll be your best version of your best self. You know? Markers like the song I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick. It seems needy. Yes, and Markers is onto something today. It does seem needy. That whole energy is needy, which coincides with codependence, which means I'm not okay, I'm not whole, which means I am in lack, I am deprived something that I don't already have. Now, I know this is crazy to a lot of people, especially people that are not on the twin flame journey. Like, what kind of mind effery is this? You're not making logical sense, Stephanie. This is ridiculous. Of course, I need this person to step up and do the right thing. As a society, that's what we are taught. We are bred to believe that by our society. But being on the twin flame journey is to step out of the society. It is to be on the lone path, the narrow path, if you will, to completely go away from social norms, social expectations about love and relationships. This is about conquering your karma. A lot of people are not going to be socially accepting of an individual conquering their karma because they think you are bred to be born, grow and learn, work, serve society, and blend in. You know, let's all be copacetic. Let's all blend in and be a society. We're not all conquering our karma, okay? No, we're gonna grow old and we're gonna die and we're gonna go to heaven and live out our eternity. Or we're gonna go to hell and live out our eternity. Or for a lot of atheists, we're just gonna disappear. You see, that's a lot of societal's point of view. So how dare you deal with somebody that has issues, problems, obstacles? How dare you try to solve a puzzle such as karma? And how dare you get into the occult, which is mysticism and astrology, and look into your karmas? How dare you step out of society and try to go do something that we're not doing? That's not normal. And this is where you as a twin flame are going to have to decide, do I really want to fit in with society? Is that where I want to go? Or do I believe with every being in my body that I have lived many lifetimes and I will live many more, that I am a soul that lives through eternity, that I am a source of energy that will return again to its original source and be cast back somewhere, wherever I'm magnetized to, attracted to, that I am a higher source of energy, that I have a super science existence, unexplainable on this earth. If you believe that you are a multidimensional, eternal being, I'm so sorry, excuse me, and that this is not your only lifetime, your only lifetime. And if you believe that, great, you're in the right place. We're here. We're going to be away from society here together as our little group, okay? If you notice, my channel has a very small following. I have dropped over 50,000 followers, subscribers, in the last year because what I've spoke was too much for them, and that's okay. And I've accepted that I have lower numbers because what I preach, what I speak, what I teach, what I read is not for everybody. You're not going to catch people up in my chat that are in baloney bogus chat groups at other channels that are not real. It's just temporary. This is real. This is eternal. And there's very few of you that have been drawn to this path. And if you're here and you're subscribed, your energy is with us, and you're one of them. All right. That being said, if you know that you're here eternally, excuse me, this is just part of your journey. You are meant to conquer your karmas, to break those chains through your DNA, those family curses, and you're also meant to break any curses, any karmas that you have accrued through other lifetimes that have caused you to be facing it again here with third parties today. That's what's in this video. So third parties just tends to be a part of your karma. What is going on with that? Why are you attracting third parties? Hey, it's okay. You're not the only one on the twin flame journey that is conquering third party karmas. I think the reason third party karmas even come up in readings is the codependency. Is that I need you to make a decision for me. And that is a very feminine energy, but it's also just not confident. So there's something you're conquering inside yourself that relates to your confidence. Do you feel confidence challenged? Like I do have an issue believing in what I'm trying to manifest? Is it a struggle? Is it a hardship? Is it a hardship for you to believe you can manifest $1 billion? Probably. Is it a hardship that you can believe that you can manifest a banging body? Probably is. Is it a hardship that you believe you can manifest true love through all obstacles by just the mere power of your thoughts, your desires, your intentions, and your will? It probably is, because we are taught so much of the time, free will, free will. I can't force someone, and you're darn right you can't. And that's what kind of went wrong with this picture. It's, I want you to choose me. I want you to leave this person and be with me, because once you do that, I can ascend. I can be my highest self. The thing is, and this is the tricky part, you're expecting the power of the manifestation to be held only by your person. They're the only ones that can hold the power. See, it's not yours. And that's where we've gotten a little confused. You can hold the power. For one, if you are certain that you're on a twin flame journey, you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that's my twin flame. That's him, or that's her. I'm not going to get another one. That's him, or that's her. Period. It is what it is. By the way, no, you cannot have a twin flame that is your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister or a 40 years older best friend. That's not a twin flame journey. And I think people get confused. They jumped on the bandwagon of the popularity of the name twin flame, which really popped off in the 70s, but then kicked off in the mid-2000s. And it just was a fire that was blazing, and everyone wanted to jump on and talk about twin flames, and then everyone wanted to be a part of the twin flame journey. I think the problem we had during that era was nobody could actually test it. How do you prove you're a twin flame? You see, everyone just felt like they were, and people didn't know how to sort and separate themselves into journeys. They didn't know how. They just went along with, I feel this is very spiritual. I feel this is very divine, therefore, I'm a twin flame. That's the confusion that went on. That went on. God, if I could talk. no one had really tapped into the journey as a teacher. Because many of the teachers, no, there's not a significant age difference. There can be, but that is not a sign. That's not a sign. There's so many twin flames that do not have a significant age difference. So that's not a sign. You know, it has to be generalized to be a sign, and it's just not. That's an independent version of someone's story. It's not common. How do you find someone that can teach and help you to know if you're a twin flame or not? And that's the other situation. How do you find this out? It's a science. It's not just a vibration. It's not just a feeling. I think there's a set of knowings. This is my opinion, but I feel very confident in saying it because I feel it and I feel very intuitive about it. This is what I feel I was put here to talk about, especially. I'm here to talk about astrology and other things, but my soul was definitely put here to talk about relationships, especially the twin flame journey. And I feel I was specially put here for that, and maybe it's my own biased opinion, but based on my chart, my karmas are centered in the 7th house. I have so many planets there. My karmas are laser pointed in the 7th house. And my knowledge base is in Scorpio in mysticism and in the 12th house, which is the finality of lessons. The 12th house is the end. So I feel like I've gone through it somehow in my lifetimes. So I do feel I have a reason to speak on what I'm speaking of. Not everyone has those placements. Not everyone has those karmas, but I do. And I feel very drawn to these topics. So anyways, I feel that, of course, there needs to be an awakening, which is a third eye complete opening. How do you know your third eye is open? Well, simple tricks. You start predicting things. You start knowing things before they happen. That's like a big sign that your third eye is really open. Another thing is being able to read people and what's going on with them without them saying it and then it being confirmed. That means you're being very, very psychic, very, very intuitive. Your third eye is wide open because you are piercing through the veils. You're seeing energy. You're seeing auras. You're seeing predictions. You're seeing things that are going to happen that haven't happened. Or you're feeling things that are around you and you can't put your finger on it, but you feel it. And you're like, I feel it so strongly that it's constantly on my mind. It's letting it be very known. So these are a lot of ways you can sense, oh my gosh, my third eye's very, very open. And that's one sign that you've been awakened on the twin flame journey. You can see, how do you say, not coincidences, but you can see things being placed in order, like a science. You can see how this makes sense and that makes sense and that makes sense and this makes sense, and you can put it all together. I don't know what you would call that, but that kind of energy of being able to make sense of things means your third eye is very open. So, okay, we're going to move on. Your third eye is open, definitely on this twin flame journey. It has to be, it must be, and it is being opened, or it is open. These are signs, synchronicities, numerological sequences, mirrorings that feel, what the HE double hockey sticks is this. This is not normal. This is weird and it's scary. When you start to take a step back and go, I scare myself. This is scaring me. We are so alike, maybe not in looks or personality, but the things that you do is like, you're my doppelganger in a different body. Example, you're getting pizza, you're going to Walmart, same night, same time, they're going to Walmart, they're getting pizza. You may not cross paths, but you talk about it on the phone and you're like, get out of here, I'm doing the same thing. And at the same locations, maybe not exact moments, maybe it is the exact moments, but that scares you. Running into your twin flame also, like same target, on the phone talking to another, you hear an echo, boom, you're right there. It scares you. You're like, this is not normal. This is weird. Driving on the same road, parked by each other in a red light. Weird. That these things don't just happen. It just doesn't. Time goes by. You're ordering a Domino's pizza. They call you, hey, I miss you. What are you doing? Oh, I'm ordering a Domino's pizza. What? Domino's pizza, same night. These are weird, scary mirrors. It is like that movie, They. It's a horror movie, They, but it's like, you're scaring me. Why are you doing the same things I'm doing? You're going through a fast, they're going through a fast. Your favorite place is their favorite place. One of your favorite movies is their absolute favorite movie. Your favorite era of music is their favorite era of music. You love going to this place in the woods or the wilds or the mountains. They love going to that place. Like that's where you feel connected in nature. You're super close to animals. They're super close to animals. These are weird mirrors that is scary. It's not just, wow, we have so much in common. It becomes frightening because it's really not normal. If you go off to a place that you never go to, but you go once a year and they're there at the same time once a year, and you're like, get out of here. I don't know what you're doing here. This is crazy. Or you went there one day and they just went there the day before. There's some kind of timeline. There's some kind of portal that your dual souls, well, not dual souls, but your soul and dual energies are being a part of. One soul, two bodies. So you're connected shrine by that higher self. That higher self is making ultimate decisions. You all know this. Your higher self is making the ultimate decisions. And so your bodies are just coinciding and going along with those ultimate decisions. Your higher self knows all what's going to happen every day, tomorrow, yesterday, and forever. Your higher soul knows this because it's connected to source. It's the trine. But your lower selves in physical bodies, you don't know everything. When your third eye is open, you get bits and pieces. You get messages, but you just don't know everything. But you see, your higher soul knows I'm bringing you into union. You're meant to meet. You're meant to be together. You're meant to cross these paths. You're meant to go through something together. You're meant to be around one another because your fiery little twin flame souls are magnets. And one of you is positive and one of you is negative. And one of you is masculine and one of you is feminine. That's just how the cookie crumbles. It's not 50-50 both. No. It is one, okay? It's supposed to be that way. Now, you'll have a little bit of a sprinkle or a dash of masculine energy in you if you're feminine, and they'll have some sprinkles and dashes of feminine if they're masculine. It's the yin and the yang. But you'll both know you are definitely masculine and you are definitely feminine. You'll feel that dominance and that submission, that nurture and that protect. You'll sense it. You'll be like, oh my God, this is magnetizing. We're definite opposites, but also very much mirroring the same or perfect. And it feels very, very perfect. You just spoon each other. You just cuddle. It's just wonderful. And you feel very, very whole with your person because the truth is you are whole with your person. And we're talking about this 11-11, Four of Wands, twin flame union. You're absolutely whole together. But the super science, right, the weird stuff of your twin flame journey is that you're also whole in spirit. And that's why I put this blinding light right above them. This is my particular tarot deck, by the way. But I put this above them because it marks the higher self, the eternal spark of energy, the soul that you both are. One soul, two bodies, the trine, okay? And that marks throughout history, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, okay? Divine source and energy, spirit, God, creator, source, feminine, masculine, positive, negative integers, equaling a whole, an atom. Anyways, it's everything. And so you guys are here and you don't have all your memories. You're not going to remember your past lives. You're not going to know why you're here. You're not going to understand your lesson here. You're not going to understand what you're doing here. You're supposed to find it along the way because that is the test. And I'm going to put it this way because you're giving yourself a test. It's not the angels and Spirit, God, Creator, Source giving you tests. That's where a lot of us think, oh, well, we're orchestrated. We're designed divinely by, higher source, which we are, but we're controlled and led by higher source. It's God's plan. In a sense, and I think of God's plan as a term more than the truth. The truth is your soul has a plan. Your soul is connected to higher source, but it's you. Your higher source knows your plan. So really, you're the one concocting all of this. And that's why so many truths will resonate with you. And if you ever find yourself learning forgiveness or learning pride and confidence or learning what you're really meant to do, you'll feel a sense of pride and it resonates with you. And you're like, oh my God, this is me. This is me. This job, I love this job. This is me. This is so me. Or, whatever you guys do. This lover, like this is such my person. You'll just know because it resonates, because your higher soul knows. And then as soon as you discover something, it's like a correct answer on a test. Star, check mark, you succeeded in this. Whenever you succeed in part of your higher source's plan, you get it. And you're like, oh my God, I passed that question. Absolutely. Flying colors. You're situated where you should be. You're in your karma. You're doing what you should be doing. And it's going to resonate with you. And I want you to know, like, that is another sign when you're on the twin flame journey that it's going to really resonate with you, this person that you love. They're really going to resonate with your soul in a very different way. And it's not a soulmate way. And a lot of people are surprised by that. Like, doesn't it feel like a soulmate? It definitely has soulmate vibes, but it's not that. It's very different. If you are a twin flame and you've ever experienced a soulmate relationship and a twin flame relationship, they are different. Very. And you're just like, this is definitely different. It feels good. It has a likeness to a soulmate, but it's different. I don't even know how to explain this. Seeing yourself in your child, that is like a soulmate. If you have children, you can understand this. You look at your child and you're like, I see myself. I see my likeness in them. I see how they take after me. And you're like, that feels so good to know that a piece of me lives on. So that's what it kind of feels like to be in a soulmate relationship. You see a piece of yourself in them and a likeness, but they have their own independence. They have their own separate uniqueness that they bring a little flavor to you, a little different flavor. And you're like, oh, I like that. I like that they add some flavor to me, I see that. When it's a twin flame, it's looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself. Recognizing your beaten, battered, sad truth, but also your happy, joyful, confident truth. When you look in the mirror, only you can see the parts of yourself that nobody else will ever see. Your shadow. Only you get to see that version of yourself. the one that talks to yourself, the one that thinks those thoughts, the one that does those things, the one that has those desires that you would never tell a soul. That's your private self. And when you have a twin flame, you get to know their shadow, and it's almost scary because it's like revealing your shadow self. And you're like, I've had those thoughts. I've had those feelings. I've had those desires. And they almost rise up out of you, your secrets. But only they know. But they somehow bring out of you your wild side, your shadow side, your sadness, your pain, your fears, your insecurities, your weaknesses. Let's go ahead and call it your karmas, okay? Your twin flame will rise out of you. Your karmas, your truth, those things that no one else is supposed to see. Yes, thank you, Doja Cell, your triggers. That is a very different soul path, isn't it? Soulmates are a little bit different. Twin flames are very, very different. But they have an alikeness, you know? They do have an alikeness. They have their own personality. I'm not saying they don't have their own personality, but it's just striking how they can bring truth out of you. It's striking. And so you're going to know you're in a twin flame journey because that is definitely a fact. Now, this happens to be one of your triggers. Third parties. Why? Because it's one of your karmas. How would they know that? Because they're your twin flame. They're going through the same thing. If you look at their life, they're going to strangely mirror you. They may be the one with a twin flame relationship and maybe not you, or vice versa. But if you look at their history, they also were in relationships where there was a third party that happened to them, where they were married with someone and their spouse found somebody else, and somebody else was somehow involved. And it may have happened once, may have happened twice. I mean, that depends on the karma. But you're going to go, oh my gosh, you have a pattern. You also have to deal with third parties, not only I. And so you're looking at your patterns, and this is just for this reading, by the way, not as a collective common twin flame thing. But in this reading, you're going to see with your karmas, like, I also have these third party dramas. It's so weird that we share this. But at the same time, it's not weird because that's your twin. And so in this reading, your twin is definitely going to have an alikeness and a similarity in marriage and relationships like you. You guys may be on different parts of this path because whatever needs to happen needs to be triggered for a reason. And so your person may be in a relationship right now, or you may be in a relationship right now and your person's on the outside. Wherever you stand in this twin flame journey, that's your truth for this reading. There's strong Scorpio and Taurus traits in this reading. And there's very strong Cancerian traits in this reading. So Taurus, Scorpio, Cancerian, just for the record. And there's also a little sprinkling of Sagittarius energy here in this reading. The problems lie in the zodiac sign of Gemini or Scorpio, Taurus, or Cancer. Those are where the problems lie. And so if you look in your chart, if you resonate with this reading, the problems lie in those zodiacs. Where are they placed? What house? What's going on? You'll need to investigate that. If you want to know more about your karmas with love and marriage, you can consult with me. I do offer that package. Your karmas for love and relationship. I will do a chart reading for you and your person and see what I see. It takes at least 30 days to do the work per order. So you're going to have patience on that. It's not going to be like next week. But if you want me to start doing that, please go ahead and order that and make sure you have your time, place of birth. Time and place. Okay? Plus the date. And yes, the time is important. It's very, very, very important. I need the exact time. If you don't have a birth certificate that says it, then we'll do our best. But we need a time. Okay? If you do not have a time, there is a way that I use to find someone's placement. It takes a few more days, but it has worked for me specifically, and this is how I discovered it. I get bits and pieces through a questionnaire of what type of person your person is. These are all nakshatra traits, and I kind of do a checklist. And then I definitely hear a little bit of your story about how this person has been with you and a little bit about that person's life. Based on that, I will research the nakshatras and do a candle and some cards and really feel drawn to where I feel their nakshatra is. Again, this takes a little longer, but it's for people that just can't find the time. I will do that. I will do that. And I can. But that's the way I have found to get as close as you can to who that person is. It changes drastically. And when you guys study, and a lot of you do tropical astrology, but when you study Vedic, here's the difference. Vedic is basically all about the moon, because Vedic bases the nakshatras and their placements aligned with the moon of your birth. The nakshatras are all placements by the moon. So each of the 27 star systems, okay? And in each of those little star systems is the nakshatra of the zodiac. The zodiac would have 2.5, because there's always a cusper, but it's 2.5, right? Signs per zodiac. But in each sign, each nakshatra is 4 separate versions of that nakshatra. So it changes by the minute, because your birth chart is a clock. This is literally divine timing based on your chart. Everything in your life has to do something with your chart. Your chart is your time clock. Your clock is ticking. Each house is an hour. Each nakshatra is a minute. Minutes, okay? Paras are like the second hands. Not literally, but figuratively speaking. So it does change. Your time of birth, your location of birth changes the placement of these stars drastically. Each nakshatra has 4 different, they call them footprints, 4 different steps. It's like levels of depth. You know how you sink your feet into snow? It's somewhat deep, deeper, deeper, very deep. Each pada is a different level of depth in that nakshatra. And each of those padas is ruled by a planet. Yep. And not the planet you would think that rules the zodiac sign, but a planet that rules that nakshatra. So there's drastic differences. You must know. You need to know. And I think if you are a twin flame, you'd probably be drawn to astrology and drawn to knowing your path, your truth, your karmas. Especially if you have Mercury and Mars or Rahu together, you're going to really want to know astrology. Yes, I am going to do a 15-minute round, girl. You know this. So please look into that for yourself. Some teachers I recommend, Kapil Raj, he's one of my favorites. He's very simple. He explains Vedic very simply. I find that a lot of his videos are short. They're not super, 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 super in detail, but they give you enough information to get started. Joni Petrie is great also. She mostly does world predictions, societal and world messages versus independent love messages. But if you want to know about, the basics of astrology, the planetary alignments and whatnot, she's very good at teaching that as well. One of my absolute favorites that are in depth is Ernest Whelm. He's definitely top notch. His website is where I always refer you guys to go get your chart for free. And it is, if you Google Vaults of the Heavens, Lahiri, Ayanamsha, you're going to have all your different charts and your Vedic placements. And you're going to know your nakshatras and all of that. But you're not going to know your nakshatras of your ninth house or other things. If you want extra information like that, you'll need to consult with him or I or someone, because it only gives you the nakshatras for the birth chart, not all the others. But it does tell you your mahadashas, your antradashas, which are time placements. Because remember, you're just a big clock. So the antradashas are short time placements, a period of months. What your planets are doing over a period of months. So you're going to want to look at that and see what's going on. And then you're going to want to look at your mahadashas, which is maga, the big, right? Huge. The Lord, What's ruling you for a certain amount of years. For example, Venus rules mahadasha-wise 20 years of someone's life. And so each of the planets has a different set of rulership. But those are the mahadashas. And you're going to want to see what planets are ruling you for a certain amount of years, because you're going to know what kind of karma you're dealing with from one period of time to the next. And it will tell you in that chart, it started in 2017 and it's going to end in 2027, and so you'll know, oh, I've got this much time. I'm still dealing with this planet. And why do you want that information? Why is that even helpful? Because it tells you what you're dealing with as far as remedies that you can use. You can learn about that planet and learn what energy it holds and what it wants and what it needs and what its purposes are. What mantras you can do, yogas you can do, tantras you can do to remedy your situation, because your karmas are stored in your body through your DNA. So your physical body is carrying that karma. And if you work with the planets while carrying that karma, you can do mudras, you can do mantras, you can do yogas, you can do all these things to work like somatic healing, work the karma out of your body. And there's other remedies as well, like Vastu, which is an Eastern Indian way of the way you have things placed and how that energy affects you. It's all based on the system of water, earth, air, etc., fire. And you have to have certain elements in your home because it's the cycle, the clock, the wheel of life. It kind of goes under the phrase of chi, which is more Asian, but chi energy. Your body holds chi. Your house holds chi. Your car holds chi. Everything holds this chi energy, which is the flow. Chi is like air. Spirit. How is spirit flowing through your life? Is there blockages? So you want to remedy things in your home and in your life and in your body to create flow. And a simpler way of understanding that is saying, oh, the chakras. It's like a river. Each chakra has to be opened and flowing, because if I have a blocked chakra, I can't get through to the next. I need to clear the block. So there's so many ways to clear karmic blockages, especially in love. But these are all related to astrology and those kinds of remedies. Mantras, pujas, if you believe in that. Seances, rituals, if you believe in that. Those are the things that you can do to help get through your karmas. And I believe It's very important for twin flames to learn what karmas they're in, what karmas they're on, where they're going to get through them. Because the test of your life is to get through this. You're testing yourself. Now, through cards, which is a form of divination, I can see that your karmas are to be confident and to manifest what you want with your other half because you're powerful. And again, we said this a lot earlier before I started talking too much. Free will. The truth is about manifestation, and this is something only a few of you are going to really connect with, because a lot of people think it's a wacko, but it's the truth. There's no such thing as free will for your person. And I know it sounds crazy. I know you're like, what? That's so wrong, Stephanie. Again, you're looking at it from a societal point of view. Society's norms. Of course, everyone has free will in society's norms. But in this higher realm of spirituality over here, Wackoville, if you will, over here in Wackoville, okay, Spiritualville, there is the truth that no, they do not have free will because they are your mirror. Whatever's going on inside of you is going to be I can't talk, going to be projected out. Therefore, they don't have free will. If you also think, and this is like a little bit more of Dolores Cannon talk, over here in Wackoville, we like Dolores Cannon. There are people that are called fillers. This is a projection. Your life is a hologram. I know, Wackoville. Again, not everyone's going to be like on this with me. But if that is the truth, just hear me out for a moment. If you are an energy source that is projecting reality around you, your house, your kids, your cars, your jobs, your lovers, okay, your pets, and this version of yourself, if you are the energy spark that projects this, no, none of them have free will. They are versions of yourself. Think of it as a mirror breaking into 1,000 pieces. All of those pieces create the mirror, but the mirror breaks and they're all versions of you, just different expressions of you. Your daughter's an expression of you. Your son is an expression of you. Your dog is an expression of you. Your cat is an expression of you. Your lover is an expression of you. This house, an expression of you. And they're all connected to the DNA and the body and the karmas that you're locked into. It also has your ancestral. So you as a soul are coming into an ancestral holographic world of karmas as well as your own, and you're projecting this. And you're supposed to be the power source to solve the puzzle and put the pieces back together to make sense to your higher self, the trine, which is whole already. This is just a timeline, a portal, a version of you. There's another whole version of you in another timeline somewhere else. There's a version of you that is a millionaire on a freaking yacht right now, today, in another timeline. Another dimension, if you will. There's another timeline for you and a dimension of you being old. Right now, 90-year-old person or 100-year-old person, old somewhere, there's that version of you in existence. Because you are the mirror broken into 1,000 pieces. There's versions of you already in existence. Because time is not linear. It's just everywhere. In everything. That's how you can manifest things. Where did it come from? If you think of it as like a star and a spark of light, you're this energy source and there's these sparks coming off of you, these vibrant light you know, I can't think of it, just these things, okay? Streams of light, and they're all different dimensions and portals of you. So when you manifest, say, $1 million, it's because you open a door or a portal from one of those sparks, and it opens up into the energy source. It falls, because what's going on right now is your consciousness is here right now in this version. This is where your consciousness is. When you die, your consciousness is going to go somewhere else, but your consciousness is here. And once you open up that reality portal and you're like, I can manifest $1 million, I have $1 million, $1 million is mine, I am living in the now with $1 million, and it becomes part of you because you believe it. So therefore, space and time must create that portal to open to make it happen. It's all the law of attraction, the law of assumption, which is magnetism. And once you open up that portal to that dimension, it instantly, by the speed of light, becomes a part of your reality in your life, in this consciousness. So that's like manifestation in terms of money. When you manifest that, and it's like here, through a book sale, through a marriage, through whatever portal way your higher self has decided to bring forth this $1 million, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to be here. And it is here because you said it's here. It doesn't have free will. You said it's here. You said it's a part of your reality, and it is so, and that is that. And it becomes your reality. So no, I think what you're supposed to accept here as this twin flame in this reading is that you have the power to manifest. In a nutshell. And so, no, your person does not have free will to say no to you because they are a projection of yourself. If you look in the mirror and you look this way, does your reflection stay looking the other way? No. When you look this way, your reflection looks that way as well. And then that way, and that way. That is your reflection, parallel. Your person is parallel to you. So when it is your specific person, which is what a lot of other people say, they don't specialize in twin flames, but they specialize in specific persons. Like subconscious lows, she always uses the term specific person, and she uses the term SP. She's definitely on a high vibrational manifestation portal. That's where she's at. That's the version of herself in this consciousness. She's your teacher. She's my teacher. She's a reflection of my existence. She's a reflection of yours because I'm a reflection of yours as well. And then you look at as the pennies drop. She's a very subtle, sweet, sensitive, feminine version of Mel. Mel, with subconscious lows, is the masculine version. Even though she's a female, she's the heavy masculine. And you could see how Mel speaks. Direct. Commanding. Offensive. Bossy. Logical. Matter of fact. She's a high energy source which resembles the sun, which is intense light. That's Mel. Subconscious lows. The other girl, Natalie, as the pennies drop. She's feminine. She's subtle. She's quiet. She's soft-spoken. She resembles the moon. You see, that's the feminine. The feminine will always resemble the moon. Subtle, soft, quiet, soft-spoken, gentle, easing you in like the light of the moon eases you into light. It's not bright like the sun. Oh, gosh. I need to take my medicine. Anyways, you get the gist. Okay, drink my tea. You get the gist. We're going to move on in this reading. I'm sorry that it was going on so long. But part of what you're supposed to learn here is that you have the power to manifest. They do not have the power to say no. This is your expression. And I'm coughing and drop my cards. This is your expression of yourself. They are an expression of yourself. You are meant to be in union for some reason with this person. It is what it is. Card that dropped is I'm sorry. Card at the bottom of the deck is reconciliation. Go figure. Anyways. Are you with me or am I in Wackoville? If I lost a lot of you guys, I'm really sorry. Okay. Spirit's making me cough like enough of Wackoville. Let's get back to the reading, okay? All right. So, Spirit says, listen, they are here to reconcile with you. They are definitely sorry because you are sorry. You're sorry in your own heart that you are needy, that you feel like you need them. You are apologetic in that sense to yourself. So they are mirroring you and they're being sorry that they're putting you through this, that they're making you suffer until you decide, I will not suffer anymore. We are already in union, higher self. I'm already whole somewhere in another dimension, in another time. I am already in union with you. So whatever's going on in this reality, it's a hologram. Whatever. I know I'm with you because I feel you with me. I know that you're with me. I'm living my life like you're with me. You are with me. You do love me. You do choose me. I know you choose me because I'm whole in another version. This experience of being rejected, having to deal with a third party, that's just a lesson. That's just a feeling. So I get to experience what it feels like to be rejected. I, as a soul, need to experience that so I know what it feels like. The same way God, Spirit, Source, Creator came down and had to die on the cross, metaphorical or literal, depending on how you believe in this, so that Spirit, Source, Creator could feel what it's like to be human, to feel our energy, to be with us, and then ascend. There had to be a mutual love, a mutual understanding. You have to know what you're dying for, and you have to know what sacrifice feels like to do something great like that for the ones you love. So you know as a higher soul that you had to come here and experience rejection and third party. So you can understand fully the trine of your place in this connection, your person's place in this connection and the third party. You had to find empathy and sympathy for your person because that is a version of yourself, and the third party because that is a version of yourself. You had to find empathy and sympathy for them. You had to find forgiveness and understanding. You had to find love and a wholeness with yourself, with them. That is a version of you. You had to be in union with a version of you to be whole and solid. And now you have to be in whole union with your other self, which is you, the rejected, abandoned person. You have to love and console and forgive and understand this version of you. And I think that once you have mastered that, you're going to feel reconciled, you're going to feel in union, and you're going to feel chosen. Also, once you choose yourself above and beyond any other holographic expression of you in union, once you just choose complete happiness, complete wholeness, and that's what you choose, then I think simultaneously the other doors are going to open and your person's going to automatically choose you as well. I have to assume that because of the law of attraction, the law of assumption. Once you feel like you are already in union and happy and whole, they just kind of appear. course it would fall. Because, why not? Loyalty also comes in. Part of your karmic lesson is to learn loyalty. What it means to be loyal. What it feels like when someone is not loyal. You may not think that loyalty is an important lesson, but it is. It's a big lesson. And you are learning that loyalty is important. When you give someone your word, you should keep it because it hurts when you don't keep it. You know that now because your soul is experiencing it from your twin. So now you know. That's a really important thing to keep and honor is loyalty. You also have learned a great deal about gossip. This is channeling right now, okay? Gossip. You've learned not to gossip because you know what it feels like to be gossiped about and that not everything you hear is the truth because not everything you speak is the truth. You've learned a lot through this triggering journey. You've learned what it feels like to have a best friend. Somewhere through this twin flame journey, you have also come into deep relationship with a dog or dogs, plural, horses, and fish. Maybe also even cats. We have a little cat down here. You may not have ever had a relationship with these animals till now, till this twin flame journey, but you've connected with your animal versions of yourself. Those versions are your nature. The dog represents earth. The cat represents fire. The horse represents wind, air, and obviously the fish represent water. And you've connected to all these elements of animals with your wild side, your most natural side in those elements. Has there been something unhealthy with two of those animals? Or maybe just a group? I want you to question that. Do you have an unkept fish tank? That means you don't have a good connection with your emotional self. Your emotional side you're disconnected with. Or if you don't have a relationship with fish, you may be very disconnected from your emotional side. If you're scared of horses, or you're not close to horses, or you have issues with horses, it means you have issues with communication. You are not a good communicator, and you need to work on that. If you feel very deeply connected to horses, then you have an excellent source of communication. You are great at communication. You've mastered the art of communication. And if you've got a poor relationship with cats, then you're not a very creative person. You have a hard time connecting with your artistic side, be it writing, drawing, art, singing, acting, dancing. You may feel like you're not really connected there. But if you feel like you have a really good connection with cats, then you're very creative. You could write a book. You could create a piece of art. You could dance. You could sing. You could write. You could play instruments. You feel deeply connected to the cats, right? Because you're very creative. You're a spark of fiery energy. And you're probably a very good manifester. And probably have a good amount of wealth. Cats tend to bring around wealth a lot of times. You may not think that, but luck-wise they do. And dogs. If you have a poor relationship with dogs, you're not a dog person. You're not very grounded in this earth. You don't feel very connected to nature. You don't feel settled. You don't feel certain. You don't feel safe. You have an issue with security. And you may always feel like the rug's going to get pulled out from under you. Or you may feel like you just can't meditate for very long. You may feel like work is the most important thing because you got to make a lot of money to make people happy. You just may have a very unhealthy relationship with security. If you have a poor relationship with dogs, your life may be a tornado of a life, or it may be a lot of ups and downs. If you do have a solid relationship with a dog, or dogs, plural, then you're solid. You're grounded. You know yourself. You're like the tree that has the roots deep in the ground. You're comfortable with who you are. You're very comfortable in nature. You can meditate. You can be at peace. And you know how to be calm. You know how to calm yourself. You know how to ground yourself. And you understand a nice, healthy work-life balance. And you look at life with the glass half full. There's a lot to appreciate. Time is short, you know? And you also learn that love is the most important thing, because you can't take anything else with you, but you can take love with you. And that's if you have a good connection with dogs. So on this twin flame journey, you may be feeling like, I know myself very well. I'm certain about who I am, and that's good. So if you have those connections, that's great. If you feel like you're drawn to one of those animals, maybe there's a reason that maybe you're struggling, having a hard time. Like if you're really drawn to horses, maybe they're saying, I want to help you with communication. You need to learn communication, and they want to teach you. They want to be a teacher. If you're really drawn to cats, but maybe you don't own one, they want to teach you about independence, courage, curiosity, and creativity. They're trying to teach you that, how to be flexible, how to land on your feet in multiple situations, you know? And if you're drawn to the dogs, obviously they want to teach you about stability and being calm. Life doesn't need to be so fast. Sit down, relax, look around. Don't be so go, go, go. Your dogs want to teach you. Or if you're being drawn to dogs, they want to teach you. And with fish, it's about being in tune with spirit. Your emotions is very tied to spirit. And if you're drawn to fish, they want to teach you about being in the depth of your feelings, going deep, not knowing what's in front of you 10 yards away because it's too dark. It's kind of scary. But how to flow and move quickly in and out of your emotions and to flow with them. So you might be called to the fish. They're calling you. They want to be your teacher. So these are some things that the animal world definitely wants to teach this twin flame journey. All right, let's see what's coming up next for you guys. Besides your twin definitely resonating with you and saying, listen, I'm sorry I'm putting you through this. I do want to be with you. I want to have a union and I want to reconcile. Right now, you guys are stuck. The Chariot in reverse. You both want this, King of Wands. But how do we get our cart moving? How do we get this chariot flowing? What do we need to do to get this boat rolling and manifest and get through our karmic issues with this third party? How do we blast through this third party wall? All right, well, we've got the Emperor coming out. One more fill, so let me get it. Okay. Oh, the lights. So we have the Star and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck is Prosperity Begins. The Ace of Pentacles. So overall, underall, bottom line energy is planting a seed. And we talked about the dog and the roots. This is Ketu. And so we have this beautiful seed that must be planted. And it's funny because the other day I talked about apricot seeds. And I said, apricots, you bust the seed open and they have this essence that helps people live a very long life and without cancer. And ironically, you were here, Markers. You saw that reading. Talked about the apricot seeds. We have apricot seeds. Okay, that's a sign. It may be connected to that reading, so go watch that reading. But nonetheless, you need to be eating apricot seeds. How do you eat apricot seeds to have longevity in your life? You bust the seed open. So you crack open the seed, and then in the inner part of the seed, you eat that. So there's definitely something here with that. So make sure you go get yourself some apricots, organic, and eat some apricot seeds. That's great. Look at the butterflies on the apricot seeds. This is longevity. You know, prosperity begins with the seed. So health and vitality is also being spoken to the twins. You need to, right now, what's next on your plate, the overall, underall base of your twin flame energy in the current is health. How are you doing on your health? What are you doing for your health and vitality and longevity? So focus on your health, because without that, you have nothing on this earth. So we're definitely looking at your health for you and your twin today. Also, it's you guys have a new beginning. Prosperity begins. You guys both have a desire and a yearning to create a new life for yourself. You want a new life. Your twin wants a new life. Why? Because your higher self wants a new life for the both of you. This includes union. And I like that the two hands are coming together. So meaning union and completion. And the tree means it's growing and it's blossoming and it's green and it's just nutritious. So I know that you guys are going to have a really good new beginning. And that's definitely next on your plate. So prosperity begins for the both of you. This is a new year. 2024 may very well be your year. A great year of harvest, a great year of prosperity. I'm going to read that for you. It says here, this card is a message of beginnings, prosperity, wealth, and new business. It's very possible that good money is about to fall into the twin flame laps. This could soon be in the palm of your hand. It may result from your hard work, maybe your past efforts or past karmas, could be your investments, or it could just show up unexpectedly like a gift. With careful, diligent planning, or your recent endeavors and money-making ideas, this shows a great possibility and a promise of monetary gains. So 2024 is the year for these twin flames to have gains. And again, we're talking Taurus, Scorpio, Cancerian. Those are the prominent. But also Gemini and Sag were sprinkled in here, okay? Anyways, the next part of this is a time for you twins to focus on the most beneficial outcome for the both of you, for your higher source self. Expect the best and envision that new job or having all that money, that successful result. Feel it, see it, and most importantly, believe it. When you focus on abundance, and we talked about manifestation big time on your reading today, and you offer gratitude, then prosperity in all forms will show and flow even more freely. And I talked about the one that gives gathers. Think about giving, guys. Invest your money, give your money. This is the seed. If you're willing to plant your seed in healthy, fertile ground, it's going to grow. I'm hearing one of the best things you can do is invest in coaching. I offer 2 forms of life coaching. Mostly it's love coaching, but if you don't want love, we can just do life. But I offer love coaching, how to come into union. I have tons of remedies, obviously feng shui, vastu, astrological, cards, and just psychological counseling. I have all of that. I have a 6 weeks coaching for you. If you want more than 6 weeks, you can do more than 6 weeks, but I offer 6 weeks. And you could do an hour a week or 2 hours a week. I have 2 different packages. But invest. I really think investing in yourself is the prosperity seed. Because if you invest in coaching, you're going to heal, you're going to grow, and you're going to manifest. Once you get all those things in order, you're going to blossom. You're going to become so prosperous with money, with relationships, with your path. I think coaching is one of the best things you could do. I myself invested in coaching and came a very far long way. Investing in coaching is one of the best things you could do. If you don't want to invest in coaching with me, there's other coaches out there. Natalie is the Pennies Drops offers it. Mel with Subconscious Lows offers it. Manifest with Jasmine offers it. There's probably just a plethora of other coaches out there for you guys. You can also invest in astrology courses, take some astrology courses. I offer a beginner's class if you're interested in being a beginner in astrology. I teach you the basics on how to read your chart, how to understand yourself. It's just the basics, who you are, your personality, your karma, you know, what you were born into, and just to understand yourself on another level, spiritually and soulfully speaking. So I teach that class, and that's available on my website. If you're interested, it's only $99. It is free if you are an ultimate subscriber, which is $122 a month. That course is free, and I also throw in a tarot class for free. So if you want any of my classes, I do offer them for free with an ultimate subscription. So it pays for itself twice over. But you could just purchase them separately. And then also Kapil Raj on Learn Astrology has Magha Astrology, a whole university for learning astrology. He's now teaching Nandi, excuse me. So he already did the whole Vedic sidereal astrology course. Now he's doing Nandi. So if you're interested in that, he's got amazing courses. Ernest Whelm has courses. Simon Chakowski, I love him. He's also a great astrologer. He also has courses and classes. Vic Takara, he's not exactly my cup of tea, but if you're Aquarian or Virgo, you're probably going to like Vic. And he, very liberal. That's why I mean him, I'm not liberal. But anyways, yeah, he's great. And he has a course as well. I have one of his books. I admire his brain. Okay, not exactly his opinions, but his brain. So anyways, he's got great courses as well. Another one to learn from, she doesn't follow the North Indian chart. She follows the South Indian, which is like a square. I don't really like that one. I just don't feel flowy with that one. I don't know why. But she learned it that way, so she teaches it that way. She does the South Indian version of Vedic sidereal astrology. Her name's Joni Patri. She has her own channel, and she's great. She's really, 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 really wonderful. So if you want to take a course from her as well, you can. They go in depth. You know, I explain in my Astrology 101 the planets, the zodiac signs, the houses, and some other basic forms of astrology. I am doing another course with my new channel. It's upcoming, so it's not out yet, but it's coming up this summer. And, well, maybe by spring. We'll see if I can scooch it along. It's going to be different. I'm going to have pre-made videos with, like, it's going to be really epic. It's going to be kind of like a movie. I'm going to teach like a movie. But I have another course that's coming up, and I'll teach you about the nakshatras. And I am going to read to you from Victikar's book all about the nakshatras, or the roots where they came from, in my other channel. So please subscribe to my other channel. And over there, we're going to talk about all the nakshatras. And in depth, we'll talk about it. And then I'll be making videos on your personality types, like Uttra Bhadrapada, which is Piscean. I'll do a whole video on the archetype of what that stands for women and men and their love story. And then I'll do one for like Ardra Nakshatra. And what does their love story look like? And what's going on, you know, and their lives. And so I do want to have fun with the nakshatras on my astrology channel. I want it to be very cinematic, very fun, very, very easy to watch. So, you know, I hope that's what I have planned for my astrology. But anyways, you know, if you want to look at your chart, please consult with me. I do that. I will look at your times of birth and your locations. I'll pull up your charts. I'll look at your karmas, and I'll let you know what I see for love and romance and marriage, and see what your karmas are. And if you're on a twin flame journey based on your chart and cards, what I feel, what I see, and psychically what I feel and see for your chart. So if you're interested in that, I do offer that. So it's in the description below. Anyways, back to this reading. Invest in yourself so prosperity can begin. Great. So you guys are working on it. You're working on investment and seeing how that pays off, and your health. These are things that are going to pay off this year, 2024, for you guys. Next, what's coming up for you is wish fulfillment. This is the fulfillment of your manifestation. The square, Saturnian, okay, which is masculine. And that is the realization in this 3D reality of what you dream, what you desire, and what you want. The star is the fulfillment, the luck, wish fulfillment, the blessings. Again, Saturn rules Aquarian energy. So I love this energy together. This is solid wish fulfillment. This is what's upcoming. This represents marriage. It does represent commitment, union, wealth, and health, and growth, expansion, but also just attaining it, protecting it, keeping it, having it. Things are becoming very solid in you and your twin flame's life. Let's see what's becoming solid. Spirit, what is becoming solid in the twin flame's life? So Page of Cups, Ten of Swords. So this is about painful endings, a death or ending of a situation or relationship, but it's a good thing because Page of Cups is basic good news. So the ending of painful, toxic, karmic relationships, the ending of constant arguments and battles, the ending of being blocked from your twin flame if you were blocked from a line of communication. There's an ending of that, and you're going to get communication. So for a lot of you guys, this is coming out of a time of being blocked or not having communication. We also have the Five of Wands, the Two of Swords, and Judgments. So this is a battle for peace and harmony and making that decision, right? Choosing to take the blindfold off, reassessing life, and making a good decision based on what is righteous, what is good, what is just. It's the only good decision. It's a finality. Judgment is it's a finality. But it's also looking at the past and taking care of unfinished business. And in this case, karma. Taking care of karma. So no more funny business. No more jacking around. No more playing around Five of Wands like children. No more back and forth like mindless drones. We are awakened twin flames. We are coming out of our BS. We are communicating. We are going to make a decision for peace, love, and harmony, and we're going to deal with our karma together as one. Bottom of the deck. Oh, and I got chills all over the tower. That's big. That's so big. Wow. Catastrophic events are happening this year for the twin flames. Things are going to happen so quickly at lightning pace. Boom, this is going to happen. Boom, that's going to happen. Slash, slash, swipe, swipe. So many things are going to change 2024. We're at 88 minutes. That's another twin flame sign for you and 22 people. Doubles. It's going to happen to both of you. Drastic events. Your health could be a drastic event. It could be a drastic improvement, right? Owning a home. Drastic improvement. It could be owning a business. Whew, big drastic improvement. Lightning speed, it happens. Prosperity and abundance. Other changes that might shock you. Life changes. Maybe someone coming to move in with you. Getting married, getting engaged, moving out, divorce. Those things could all be happening. Lightning speed. Things are going to be happening at lightning speed in 2024 for the twin flames. Emperor again. Stability or stabilizing influence coming into your life. Read that again. Stability and or stabilizing influences coming into your life. This is about to get real. It's about to get grounded with a fast, oh gosh, Chariot finally turns upright. Chariot. We get this boat moving, honey. The Chariot is on the way. Movement of residents. This is somebody moving. There will be movement in 2024. You may move away. They may move in with you. Somebody may move in with you. Grandma may move in with you. Whatever. We're moving. We are moving or we are traveling because it could be a journey over journey. Doesn't have to be over water, but journeying, traveling. Basically, things are moving. Victory over a situation. Hello, victory. Nice to meet you, Emperor. We are finally going to manifest what we want. The star and the Emperor, the chariot and the Emperor. We are going to manifest and have what we want. It's not without a tower. We have to lose something. Some belief system, some stupid hopelessness BS that we drug ourselves through, some codependence BS. It's got to go. Bad health, got to go. Lack of confidence, got to go. Issues with finances, got to be dealt with. You know, that tower is coming to take care of business. And that Emperor means business. So we are going to have victory over a situation or a problem. And we all know the problem here in the love relationship is the third party. You're going to have victory over that darn third party. And you're finally going to balance the opposite polarities. And this is the feminine, masculine archetypes. The moon and the sun. The feminine and the masculine. We talked about the trine with my Four of Wands. Here's the trine. Feminine, masculine, higher self, soul self. The trine. Okay? Moksha, enlightenment, and freedom. Really. 2024 is your year. Wow. Anyways, that's happening. 4-4, look at that. 4-4-4, prominent numbers for the twin flames. So is the number 88 and 22 or 222. Prominent numbers for the twins. Let's see how this person feels about you. What would they like to say? And how they be feeling. How they be feeling at night when they go to bed thinking about you. How they be feeling missing you, having distance from you. Let's get it. I keep hearing that song, and I've heard it before in other readings, but I'm hearing it again, and it's always with the chariot. But I'm on my way. I think Lionel Richie sings that. And I'm on my way. Yeah, that's why I just keep hearing it. We have lessons, pause, admired, devotion. Honey, I just have to stop in my tracks and admire you because you are smart, you are good looking, you're brilliant, you're beautiful. Did I mention you're beautiful? I cannot help but have my heart be on fire for you. I am completely infatuated with you. I'm focused on you. I'm yours. I'm devoted to you. I have to just stop, pause, and look at this person that you are. I'm in awe of the person that you are. You make me stop and think. And it's because of you that I have stopped and thought and learned my lessons. Message from your twin. I have learned my lessons because of you. I have awoken because of you. I'm grateful because of you. I am purging BS in my life because of you. I'm at a crossroads because of you. And I am mirroring you, my beautiful soulmate. And I want a fresh start with you. That's beautiful. Also, let's get some other words. Oh, Marcus had something. I got this feeling deep down in my bones or my soul that I just can't lose. That's beautiful. And I'm on my way. Your person's got a feeling deep down. And believe me, they love you and they're on their way. Chariot. It's predestined. It's predicted. It's seen in my beautiful cards and they don't lie. Let's get a message on how they feel. I want to be vulnerable with you. I'm just afraid that you won't believe me. So that's their self-conscious issue. They believe that if they're vulnerable and they're real and they talk about these thoughts, these feelings, these knowings, that you might think they're crazy, that they're in Wackoville too. Like, you know, they want to confess to you, but then they don't at the same time because they're afraid. So the next thing is making love to you is unlike anything I've ever experienced. You make my body react in such a magnetic way to yours. Can we just take a moment and appreciate the twin flame lovemaking? That's the best part. That's the best part. If there was a perk to being a twin flame with all the drama it comes with, honey, intimacy is the perk. It is unlike any other. It doesn't matter. And your twin, it does not their body. It's their spirit, their essence, their soul. When you're with that twin flame, you're on a whole nother level. And nothing will ever compare. Nothing will ever come close. Nothing can ever hold a candle flame to how it feels with that person. It's incredible. NBS, yes, you can definitely donate for a reading. We're almost ending here, and I will definitely take your questions. It's $15 a question. I'd be so happy to answer yours. Thank you. So anyways, that's how they're feeling. That's a one confession. Let's get a little bit more. Let's milk them for all they've got. What else does this person want to express to you on how they feel? Let's just milk them while we have them in our hands. Why don't we? Okay, twin flame, how do you feel about my collective twin flames? How do you feel? Let it go, releasing energy. Ooh, karma is hitting me hard right now. Vulnerable again. Yes. So we got vulnerable twice. Okay, they really want to open up to you. That they are feeling out of control. It's weird. Okay, WEIRD, weird. It is weird. They cannot put their finger on it because you're manifesting it. And remember, it's not their free will. This is your manifestation. You are causing them to feel out of control in an unknown energy, scared, because karma, the tower, is hitting them very hard right now. And they're being forced to let the karmic go and release energy. They are being forced with that tower, and it's crazy. And they're like, what's happening? What's really happening? It's almost like it's just against their will. It's not like you're pushing it on them, but it's just their world is crumbling like the never-ending story when the nothing takes over the world. It just starts getting dark and things start crumbling. This is the nothingness is coming after the masculine's world, and it's crumbling. And they want to talk to you. They want to tell you how weird they feel, what's happening in their life, how it's just catastrophic, how it feels like God's source creator, the universe, is just taking things out of their life, plucking them right out of their life. But they're afraid you're not going to believe them because they do think you might think they're crazy. But they feel divine intervention. Bottom of the deck, I never thought I'd miss you like this. They never believed in all their distance from you, they would miss you as much as they miss you lately. Lately, it's been hitting them hard. 999 up there on the screen. Another word from your person. I feel heartache, 3 swords. I want to feel worthy of you. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. The obsession they're going to start feeling for you is you, and hear me out, twins, whenever you step out into this energy of, I'm whole, we're already in union, I am chosen, they're already with me. Everything I have is mine. That's the tower. It's like that word, that confidence is when the tower starts crumbling. This other reality, which is a part of your reality and your mirror, starts crumbling. The third party starts crumbling, breaking away. The poverty starts breaking away and crumbling. The health issues start dwindling away. It's crazy, but it feels like this 3D world is going to start falling away. And they're going to be part of that. And they're like, all of a sudden, I can't stop thinking about you. You're always on my mind. That's twin flames, the magnetism. That's when your magnet starts pulling them in. They're going to feel it. Like, I can't stop thinking about you. This is so weird. This is so weird. I'm seeing signs and synchronicities. I'm constantly being drawn to you, led to you. Hello, Chariot. So weird, though. And then they get into this energy of, I want a judgment card. I want to feel worthy of you. I want to do the right thing. I want to be good enough for you. They're going to start wanting to level up financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. They're going to want to level up because once you level up, they have to match that mirror, your mirror. They are your reflection. So once you have risen yourself, ascended yourself, and you've risen, okay, boom, you're already up here doing the thing. They're coming, Chariot. They're on their way, like Lionel Richie. I feel it deep inside of me, and I'm on my way. I can't stop this feeling. They can't. So this is a confirmation. This is how they're feeling. What about your relationship? Love line revived. Twin flame, you have CPR'd your relationship back to life. There's the lifeline. Where something in your twin flame journey felt almost dead, miraculously, it's been revived. A dead relationship has come back to life. That may very well explain the judgment card. Look what just fell. I love you. There it is. That's what it is. That's the end. I don't know, twin flames. This has been a crazy reading, but there it is. Crazy reading in a nutshell. There it is. I don't think there's much more to add to it. It's really not. I feel we really connected to animals today. I want to give you one oracle, but it's going to be like a tarot oracle. You guys know how I do. Of the animal totem. And just see what comes out. Let the animals speak. And then I have a little announcement. Yay! You guys are going to be so happy. Finally, stuff has movement. Wait till you hear my news, but let's do this first. Animal totem cards, guys. If you're interested, it's on Amazon. These make great oracle readings for the ends of readings. If you have your own channel or you read tarot for other people, or if you want to learn and you want to do cards for others, I do have a class. It's available now. It's included free if you're an ultimate subscriber, so it pays for itself and you get a bunch of free readings for ordering the class. But if you want to order the class separately, if you order my tarot class, you get a free reading. Yes, a free, personal, private reading with me, face-to-face, for you, if you order my tarot class. It's a win-win. Anyways, it's below if you want to order. It's www.jks1111.com. Products and services, you'll find it. But let's get an oracle. These make great endings of readings, really great. I support these fully for a final message in a reading, if you guys ever want to try it with who you're reading for, okay? The Animal Tarot, let's get it. Spirit, guide and direct me to the ultimate message for the twin flames. Bottom of the deck is always the overall, underall base, like the roots of the tree. And we have the Hermit. So the base of your oracle is, honey, go alone, go within, be alone for now. Yes, this is hermit mode. This is be a recluse. We are going to find the light inside of ourselves, the courage inside of ourselves, and the love and the union with our twin inside of ourselves. If we're able to pull away from society and societal's BS expectations and do our own thing on our own little path, it's narrow, and we do our own thing and we go inside ourselves, we're going to find the truth. The truth in your life, in your journey, and the confirmation that you need to know about your path is already within you. That's the base. That's the root. And what is the oracle? Oh, I love it. King of Cups. King of love. King of romance. King of relationships. He's like the best dad, the best husband around. He's just the best grandpa. He's that awesome masculine that just knows how to love. How to love. How to love. It's him. And he's like, baby, I'm here. Honey, let's, as a Twin Flame Collective, give thanks to our Twin Flame and our higher selves. Thank you for showing me how to love. Thank you for showing me how to love myself and how to love others. Thank you, higher self, source, for my path, my lessons, this journey. Thank you because I know, and thank you, Twin Flame, for the triggers because I know how to love. And the cherry on top of the sundae is, I love you from your Twin Flame. I am your King of Cups. I am your ultimate love. I am the one. I love you. I will always love you, and I always have, and I always will, okay? I love you. That's not going away. Once you take that to the bank of your heart of hearts, you'll never go bankrupt again. Take it to your heart. Your Twin Flame loves you, period, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Take it to the heart bank. Let's read it. King of Cups, where are you? The royal families. Okay. You're going to see why I love these as oracles. Did you know that when you build with your skills, you can literally change the landscape around you? That's a message from the beaver. And by the way, one beaver, well, a beaver family in Yosemite National Park brought back the ecosystem around there. It brought back the wolves, which needed to come back in numbers. It brought back the deer, the elk, the moose, everything, and like the beaver. Why? Because with his beautiful dam, honey, he built a water resort where animals want to come and be, where animals want to come and drink, where animals want to build families, build homes, where they want to live forever. The beaver created an environment, which very much stands for the emperor as well, because the emperor carries all the kings. But he's the loving part of the emperor. And he brings the environment. And when a masculine, a man, a father, a grandpa, a husband, a twin flame divine masculine lover, however which sex, doesn't matter, when they provide the environment of love, everything just gets created. And you can be the emperor. They could be the emperor. You both can come together to create the emperor experience. Okay? But it's when you both create the environment of love that love will reside. Love will exist. And the message from your emperor, from your personal self, is a healthy body, a healthy mind, a healthy soul, a prosperous, abundant, financially stable person. You create the environment for marriage, for love, to share a life. And so inciting does your partner. When you're doing that and they're doing that, they're creating that environment for love, protection, nurture, provide, and love, romance. When they're creating that, they create the environment for love. The ultimate experience here is you guys are creating a vortex of love. And so you will have it. Anyways, All you have to do is trust that your gifts are not just for you alone, but were given to be a service to those around you and the ones you love. You just never really know what sort of impact you're going to have on persons until you become an active role in playing that part in your own life. And only you were created for this purpose, to be that person for you and to be that person for others. But first, to you. A message from the King of Cups and the Beaver. Beavers have the ability to not only change the landscape around them, but completely create a brand new ecosystem. All of this just by doing what they were created to do. It's natural for them to cut and build dams. Yes, they're building their own home, but did they not even realize they were building love and home for others? Before the wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone National Park, the beavers had all but left. But now that the wolves are back, so too are the beavers. With the return of the beavers, water is now flowing in places it was not before. Aww. And life has changed along the waterways of the national park. And I like to think of waters are flowing where it hasn't been before. I like to think of that as love. Look at that, 111 and 2121 a second ago. Love is flowing to different parts of your twin flame journey where it hasn't before. So that's beautiful. Love is in places where it wasn't, and now it's becoming there. That's awesome. Again, the cards never lie. Okay. All of this just by doing what they were created to do. So, with the return of the beavers, water is now flowing in places it was not before, and life has changed along the waterways of the national park. The King of Cups is a master of the watery world. He knows how to harness and channel the energy of water, and he creates whatever outcome he really wants. This mastery means he never allows his emotions to derail him from his goals. If anything, he knows how to use them to his advantage. So much so that he needs to catch himself before he goes too far and starts manipulating those around him. In business and career, the all-powerful Beaver, King of Cups, says this. The King of Cups asks, are your emotions distracting or hindering you from your business in any way? Are they moving everything along nicely in the direction you want it to flow? Is it easy to allow overwhelming fears to creep into your daily business practices? But be mindful of the fact that these heavier emotions do end up costing you in the long run. So question, are things moving along nicely in the direction you wish it to flow in business? If it is, great. If not, don't let your low vibe, overwhelming fears and emotions start to creep up and bother you in how you make money, because that is a necessity. Learn to control your thoughts and emotions as best as you can. Okay, in family and relationships, the Beaver asks you to look at how water is playing out in your current relationship. Love, basically. Are the loving emotional waters in your relationship flowing? Or are you using them for your own personal gain? Is somebody manipulating you? Are you easily manipulated? Or are you manipulating? Is it easy for the king to do this? Or is it hard? Is it easy for the king to get what he wants? Yes. But he also understands that it's his job to honor everyone involved and not just himself. And the way I see with family and relationships, Share your love. Don't just throw all your emotional love into your spouse or your honey bunny or your twin flame. Share it with your children and your family members and yourself. Again, there needs to be an even balance. And if love is not flowing between you and your twin, what can you do to help it flow? Because remember, the King of Cups gets what he wants. And we spoke about they don't have free will. They are a projection of you. You want love to flow, then let it flow. By loving yourself, they will flow and love you too. So, in your health and well-being, what are your personal drinking habits? This may sound like an odd question, but the King of Cups shows up in a reading every time someone maybe has not been drinking enough good fluids, or maybe they've had too much alcohol involved. The beaver needs clean, flowing health and wealth and water flowing in him to be able to create the world for everyone to be happy in. So monitor what you are taking into your body as far as liquids, and make sure you're not polluting your life, but you're giving life-giving, loving waters where everyone and you too can thrive. I've recently looked into getting what's the name? Sea moss. There is a organic sea moss gel. I've never tried it, but Dr. Sabi swears by it. So I want to try sea moss in the most organic form possible. There's pills, there's powders, there's dried up versions of it. And then there's this gel, which I was intrigued to try. I don't know. I felt more called to try the gel. So I would recommend that, adding a spoonful of that into your diet. I hear it does wonders for the mind, body, and soul. So maybe try some sea moss into your diet as well. Just bringing that up, seeing if that's something that maybe would interest you. And last, some thoughts for the day. Right now, would you say that you are the master of your emotions, or are your emotions the master of you? When an emotion flows through your body, does it have the power to wreck your day or rule your day? Or do you have the power to feel that emotion, process it for that moment, for an hour or 30 minutes, whatever, and then release it and go about your plans? Because this is the energy of the Emperor. You are in control. And you've got the Emperor twice. So you're in control. Your emotions are not. Your twin is not. Your environment is not. You're in control. Where in your life do you need to redirect the energy of flow? Chi. Chi is flow. So where in your life do you need to redirect? You might need to put some wind chimes at your front door. Always air out your house. Open up your windows. Air out your house. Fire is a great energy to ignite any energy of flow and chi into your home, your bedroom, your altar, your office, your kitchen, whatever. But get some energy flowing. Next, how can you bring new life into your home or office today? So think about deep cleaning, shampooing carpets, mopping, rearranging, new clothing, take out the old clothing, whatever. Get new life into your home and energy today. So anyways, that is the Oracle, my friends. Thank you so much for watching this twin flame video. We end, oh look, 1919, 119 minutes and 19 people. So the sun, yay. We end at that. And just thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please set a heart in the comments. Like this video, subscribe if you will. I'd appreciate that. It may not be a big deal to you just flowing through a video, but if you listen this far along, please subscribe. I would like to see you again, and it really helps my channel, and I could really use that, so thank you. And if you're looking for anything personal, if you want to meet up with me, schedule with me, it's all below, okay? So thank you so much, my friends, and have a blessed and beautiful day. And always, like I always say, remember this is a journey, a big twin flame journey. It's not about a destination. So this is a journey, not a destination. You just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I liked that message with Dory because she didn't know where she was going. She just kept swimming. And eventually, she found people that were able to help her. She found people that loved her. She ended up right where she needed to be because she just kept swimming, even though she had no clue where she was going. And so my message to the twin flames is the same. You may not have any idea of your journey, your path, or what to do next week, but just keep swimming. Just get through today. Keep searching spiritually wherever you're called, and you're going to arrive. You're always in the right place at the right time. Don't second guess your decisions or your thoughts because you made them at a high soul level for a reason, and trust yourself. Your higher self knows what it's doing. So yeah, just keep swimming, my friends. That's my channel. I call it JKS 1111 now. I had to shorten it up. It was hard for my website to have all those words. People had a hard time with the spelling, whatnot, other countries and stuff, you know. So I shortened it up to JKS, which is short for just keep swimming. So thank you so much for watching me, and I hope to see you again. Right now, I am doing a lightning round. 122 minutes, 22 seconds. Go figure, twins. If you have questions about your twin flame journey, excuse me, and you'd like them answered now, let's do it. You've got 15 minutes. You can donate through my website. I have top left corner, little 3 lines. Click that. Click services, and then below is a donation button. Click donation. You could donate. It's $15 a question, 1 card plus bottom of the deck and my channeling. You could submit more than 1 question, or you just want more than 1 card, okay? The more you purchase, the more bonuses I will probably give you if it's in larger amounts, okay? So generally speaking, over $100, I definitely give bonus cards, but you don't have to. It's just what I wanted to tell you. That being said, if you don't want to do my website, you can do Cash App. And anyways, that is below also. Markers will probably post the link. But I also take Cash App. If you want to do Super Chat, you can just pay double because YouTube takes pretty much half of your donation. So you can just times that question times 2. So for 1 question, it's $30 on Super Chat if you want to do it on Super Chat, if that's easier for you, okay? Are you making the announcement stuff? Oh, yes, my little announcement before I get to my questions. I just finished painting my walls in my office and shampooing the carpets because the cats made a mess of it. And moving everything out of there. Today, I started preparing my new office. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if it's a forever office, but it's for right now. And I'll be moving that in today. So hopefully new videos will start being put out on my new channel this upcoming week. I do need to still finish setting up my desk, my cards, and everything. But I will have me in person more on that new desk, that new setup. And I'll have my, I'm having a whole new thing over there. So it's going to be new. I will be broadcasting more from that desk for my new channel as well. So I'm excited. So you guys should be able to see my new setup and my new desk at some point this upcoming week. And I'm excited because I finally am getting things moving along in my new office. It took a while because that room was full of other stuff. And I was having a real hard time getting it going. But anyways, that's my announcement. So we're on the move, guys, for my new channel. We're on a countdown now, just to a few days before I start posting new stuff on my astrology channel. I am going to start my new channel with the first video being one video explaining that what the divine feminine really is all about and what the divine masculine is all about. And I'm going to explain that through astrology and just in general terms for our journey, okay? And I'm going to use the planets, which planets are masculine, which planets are feminine. We're going to go all through that. And then I am going to get into speaking on the nakshatras and really getting into the astrology of each nakshatra, reading it from Victor Carr's book, having chats, talks. I will also be doing celebrity astrology charts, and we're going to talk about the celebrities and what's going on and how you could see that in their chart. It's going to be really fun. And then maybe you guys will actually get some balls and order an astrology chart consultation from me, because you're going to see how you can predict, how you can see what's going on in astrology charts. You could see how the nakshatras really represent what people are like and who they are and what their karmas are. And once you learn your nakshatra, you might be more inclined to learn more about yourself and learn more astrology. And we'll talk about the nakshatras and movie stars and movies, because movies, Hollywood, it's really an expression of the collective. So like each movie has a certain energy. Like all movies that dominate animals or have power over animals or beasts are all Mula Nakshatra. And we'll get to that in my videos. But like King Kong, Godzilla, Crocodile Dundee, even Twilight. Gosh, I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Beauty and the Beast. Stuff like that. All Mula Nakshatra. So anyways, there's different cool things that you could see in cinema that has a lot to do with the nakshatras. And what's really cool, you get to see how the actors and the directors and the movie writers, their nakshatras match what the movie's about. It's all spiritual, it's all scientific, but it's also perfectly placed astrologically. That, of course, those directors, writers, and actors come together to form a movie about their nakshatra. It just so happens to be so, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Like example, The Rock. His ruling nakshatra is Mula Nakshatra. He's strong. He looks like a beast, but his face is very square, very masculine. And in most of his movies, he overcomes beasts. You look at that movie with the big white gorilla. What was that called? I don't know. But he like befriended that white gorilla. And then he starred in Jumanji. I can't think of any others, but, that's what I was thinking of, Jumanji. So he has those kinds of movies. Even when he was in The Mummy, how he, was shape-shifting into an animal. Hercules, him, again, overcoming the lion, being stronger than the beast. So, that's Mula Nakshatra. Yeah, he's The Rock, of course. But, so it's really interesting to see how, nakshatras rule people. It's really interesting. And then you're going to learn what planet rules that nakshatra. So these types of people are ruled by this kind of planet. What do people look like that are ruled by this kind of planet? And you'll just start to see some synchronicities and you're like, oh my God, it all clicks. It's all a system. It's all science. It's all connected. It's all this divine thing. So anyways, we're going to have more of that on my astrology channel. I'm going to get my videos properly placed, in order, scripted, and, you know, organized. I'm just speaking out of my butt right now, but we're going to get it all together. And I'm going to have a really great astrological channel. I'm changing my names, though. I don't feel comfortable with the names that I have for that channel. So I think I'm going to change it to just Vedic Astrology 1111. Or just, you know, something like that. Maybe it's going to be just Real Astrology 1111. Or just The Truth with Astrology 1111. I don't know, but I'm going to change my name. But I'm going to get it started again next week, so I'm excited. Okay. So that being said, that was my announcement. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Now we're going to get in markers. Do we have a list? Who is ready? MP and Karima had a question, correct? If anyone else has one or you've paid, let markers know, post your question, and then we're going to get in. All right, so Karima's first. Okay. All right, so Karima, let's see what's going on with you, hun. What is it that you're wanting to know today? And thank you so much for ordering. Oh, her question's up there. Okay, let me look. Okay, I didn't hear from him today. So I want to know if he's been thinking of me today. What are the thoughts and the desires and feelings? And what would he like to say from his heart today that he isn't? Okay. So you had 4? Okay. Thoughts, feelings, desires, and message. 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 Spirit, please guide and direct me right now for Soheil. Please show me the truth of what his thoughts and what his feelings are and his desires today. Thoughts, we have 3 of Wands and the Star. He's very hopeful that things are going to move forward with you. He's thinking about a trip to go out and see you in 3 weeks. Maybe you guys are going to go on a trip. Maybe he's thinking about a trip, but he's definitely thinking he wants to be with you for more than just a little bit of time in 3 weeks. So I think he's trying to plan some kind of a little getaway. He's at least thinking about a little getaway that he would like to have with you. Somewhere with water. It doesn't have to be like a traveling place. It could be a hotel. It could be a hot tub. It could be a pool. You could have that. I don't know. But he's thinking about how nice it would be to sit by pretty blue waters with you and, you know, not worry about stuff. Just relax, hang out, be together. I definitely feel lounging. So he's thinking about it. These are some thoughts. I don't know if they're going to turn into actions, but I do believe those are some thoughts. Let's get into his feelings. Spirit, what are his feelings? What are Soheil's feelings? Wow, feelings. He feels really bad. He's not feeling very great today. He's feeling kind of sad, kind of hurt. The Devil and the Five of Cups. I think he can't let go of you. He goes through this battle. Sometimes he wants to let go. And then there's other times he's like, no way, I can't. He's still going through what feels like a war in his soul about all of this. He still feels at war. He feels like his life is a mess. But he knows that you are the hope. He hopes that you guys can get through these dark times. He feels like he is stuck. He definitely feels stuck in his situation, but that's ridiculous. And that's why we have the two doves. It's ridiculous. You're not stuck. The devil's making you think you're stuck. This person you're around is making you believe you're stuck, but you're not. So he's going through a sadness where it's kind of like where you're in jail. You don't have a date to come out of jail, but you're hoping that you will. And so you sit in your cell and you draw or you color a beach and you get lost in your imagination. That's kind of in description what's going on with him. He feels like he's in jail and he's imagining this great day with you, this great time with you. And then he remembers, crap, I'm in jail. So there's just this sadness that kind of overcomes him because he misses you. And he has so many regrets in his life. Let's see, what are his desires? What are Sohail's desires? Desires are Wheel of Fortune and Queen of Pentacles. His desires are to move in with you. To move away and move in with you. That's his desires. His desires are to have enough money, to have the freedom to move away, to get out of his little jail, and to marry you. Those are his desires. So he really thinks that it's possible. I see a Queen of Cups down there popping out. I see an 8 of Cups coming over. I'm giving you extras, and if you guys are watching, the reason I'm giving Karima extras is because she orders a lot, and I'm really grateful that she does order as frequently as she does. So I am giving her more, okay? So it's not for everybody. It's just something I do for people who are ordering frequently. I don't mind giving bonuses, okay? So it doesn't happen for everyone, just to be clear. So that's going on. He definitely wants to leave his situation, 8 of Cups. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. So he definitely desires and feels he wants to leave. I'm definitely channeling he misses the smell of you. Do you have a specific perfume that he really likes? It's a very floral, but also kind of powdery, like baby powdery perfume. I don't know. Florally powdery. It feels very Victorian to me. I don't know. But he smells that. And your perfume scent is something that he smells randomly throughout the day. And he thinks of you. It's like you're there, but you're not there. But he feels you. He's connected to you. And he thinks of that scent often. You smell so good, and he just loves the way you smell. It draws him closer to you, and it makes him want you even more. Elie Saab perfume. Oh, that sounds very beautiful. Yeah, so he wants you more and more. The more he smells it, the more he wants to come and be with you. So I tell you, he's having phantom smells. Let's see what he wants to say from his heart of hearts today. because he definitely wants to move with you or move in with you. And he definitely is desiring some kind of a getaway. There's some kind of a getaway. That's his wish. Those are his thoughts. Wouldn't it be nice to get away with Karima? Maybe I can. This is like his thoughts. Maybe I can get away with Karima in about 3 weeks. Maybe that's possible. Maybe I'll be able to set something up where I can spend, 2 days away and nobody's going to ask questions. Let me see what kind of plans I can concoct to set that up. So he's thinking about it. But, then in his feelings, he feels trapped. He feels stuck. He's like, is this even possible? He worries. He definitely worries. He's in his water energy with you, so he feels in love with you. He feels strong emotions for you. He feels like your family. He feels comforted by you. He feels a spiritual connection to you and a past life connection to you. I'm seeing the truth is also coming up for him. So he's starting to see the connection with you is divine and spiritual. He's starting to see that he's really not stuck by this devil as much as he'd like to think he is. He's really not. He's just starting to have the veil come down. And with the star card, I think that's an awakening. And it's a great healing. The star comes after the tower. So the star's here. So he's already gone through the tower. He's already discovered, I'm not supposed to be where I'm at. I'm not happy who I'm with. I want something else. He's already been through that. The fight, the argument, the divorce talk has already happened. Now he's on the rebuilding of his life. He's the captain of his own ship. And he's feeling very empowered to chase his dreams, literally. He's thinking about, I do have the courage to go after Karima. And let's see his other feelings for you. He despises others giving you the attention he knows he should, but his pride stands in the way. It's his own fault. Pride comes before the fall, and the devil's here. This explains his feelings with the 5 of Cups. He hates that he can't be with you every day. And he's actually kind of jealous. He definitely fears somebody else giving you attention and giving you time. He doesn't like that. He doesn't want that to happen, and he worries. He could lose you if he's not with you. He's definitely worried about that. He's tried to move on from you, but he can't. He can't forget about you. And I channeled that earlier. I was like, he's back and forth at war in his feelings with you. There are times he doesn't want this, but then he does. This is him at war with himself. He's tried to move on and just kind of forget about this connection. I believe there was a time where you guys were no contact, and he kind of just stepped away from you for a while. That was him trying to move on and just leave you behind, but he was not able to do it. And with the Devil card, he's bound and tied to you. And no matter what he does, this is what he feels in his heart. No matter what he does, he cannot forget about you. He cannot move on and not want you. He cannot stop thinking about you. He cannot stop worrying who else is going to be around you. He's kind of obsessed with you to a point. So that's what's really going on. Okay. That's what's going on with the cards I have for now and my channeling. Marcus, was there anybody else? Did MP? You said, can I ask a question? MP, are you here? Did you ask? Thank you, Karima, so much for ordering that reading. That's what's been on his mind today and in his heart. Thank you so much, Karima, for sending the donation. Thank you so much. And MBS. At 3:38 p.m., you asked, can I donate for a reading? Are you here? MBS. Well, I don't know if MBS is still here or just left. I don't know. But that person did want a reading earlier at 3:38. Oh, look, and we're ending at 1:44. Okay, as far as the hours. I guess that's it, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. I love you so much. I'll see you later for another reading. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Super chats are always welcome. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching another Twin Flame reading. I hope it wasn't too wacko for you. I appreciate you for staying in with it. Karima, can I donate for another card? Of course. I'm just here getting ready to go, so of course. No one else did. So, Karima, you are more than welcome to. What else do you want to know, girl? You know that deck that you didn't use today? Is it the one with the words? Sergio, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Sergio, for that comment. Okay, girl. Yeah, I'll get that one. You like that one. You are a fan. This one? Okay. Yeah, let's get that one. Okay. Thank you so much, Sergio. Thank you guys for watching the video today. You guys are awesome. Again, this was just a twin flame video. Not everybody's on that journey. Not everyone needs to hear all of that. You know, that's just for the twins. I do have other videos. I do the zodiacs. I do money readings as well. I do soulmate videos. I even do karmic relationship videos. So I do have other sets of videos besides Twin Flames. But Twin Flames is definitely a journey I'm on and I've been called to. So I do throw those in as well. Random things. How do I donate for a reading? Oh, hi. Well, you can do Cash App if you have the app. And the link is below. It's an app you have to download on your phone, and then you can donate that way. Or you can go to my website, and you can go over there and just go to the top left corner and click services, and then there's a drop link, and it says donations, and you can donate there. It's $15 a question. It's one card bottom of the deck, and you can also get 2 cards, which is 4, or you can do 3 orders. So, you know, whatever you feel called to do. So $30 is for 2, $45 is for 3, and so on. But you can just do $15 if you'd like a question, and I will pull a card in bottom of the deck, and I will channel also and give you the answer to your question via the cards. And you can let me know if you want tarot or oracle or what you want, okay? But you can donate that way. All right, Karima. 1 card with the bottom. All righty, girl, here we go. Let's get a message for Karima. What is the message for Karima from her beloved? So heal. So Sohail is working on balancing his energy. And that's very Libra. And that's just, I don't want to let my emotions get the best of me. I want to control them in a good way to where I'm not thinking the worst, fearing the worst, or I actually have some control over my life. I also want to balance my financial situation so I'm able to be more free, more independent. I also want to get my head right to where I don't feel like I'm constantly obsessing, but that I have a good, healthy balance between you and I and my work and my spiritual walk. Because he wants to be healthy in all those areas. So he's balancing that overall, underall. And the big message, the big message from him to you is, Karima girl, I know you're my soulmate. Look at that. I know it's you, and it's you, and it's you. It's only you. You are my soulmate. You're the one. You're the one. And he's just expressing that to you through these cards. I know you're the one. I know you're my soulmate. He's not questioning it. He's not doubting it. He doesn't think maybe. No, he knows. As soon as he met you, it just struck like lightning. He just feels that super deep connection. He can't help it, but it just resonates with every piece of him that you're perfect for him. That's what you got. Yeah, that is really sweet. That was beautiful. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, great. And what is your question? Random things. And let's figure out what deck we're going to use for your question. I've got message cards. I've got the tarot. All right, I've got this other deck as well, the Animal Tarot. What would you like to know? I got lots of other cards too, but let's see your question. And let me know if you have one question or two, or what your questions look like. You're welcome, Karima. Thank you so much for having a question today. Hi. Why don't you start making sure you go every 30 minutes? Did I put this pants on yet? Yeah, but every 30 minutes, so these things don't happen. Okay? Those are not. You put the shorts on. Those are the ones from yesterday. I thought you said I already wear these. No. Have you seen my dad? I haven't seen a tiny guy. No, but I'll look for him as soon as I'm done here. Okay. I love you. I love you. Why are you so cute? I don't know. I don't know either. I know, his voice is so grown now. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want you to be a baby. Everyone says you sound so grown up now. Because they knew you from years ago. I love you. You're very cute. He's so sweet. Oh my gosh. All right, so random things. Do you have your question, honey? Are you back? Let me know. We're just waiting for random things here, guys. Well, hello, Sumo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is your nose wet? What are you doing? Are you being a good dog? Are you being good? Yeah, you are. You are being good, aren't you? You're being good. You're just being good. You want a bath? Yeah, you want a bath? We need to take a spring bath. You're just a good guy. You're a good guy. All right. Well, guys, while we're waiting just for a second, I'll pull a... oh, he's back. Random things. Tarot, please, with my TMMM. Do you mean twin? Tarot, please, will my... Okay, we're going to wait till you rewrite your question because I don't understand your question. Will my... What does that mean? Will my TMMM? Okay. Oh, there you go. My twin flame is Freeman. I need to know if it's all in my head. Okay. And do you want, do you have one question or two? What is it? Ooh, by the way, 1:55 on the clock when you came in. So 55, maybe a number you're seeing frequently, or the number 11 right there. All right. So let's see. Is it just one question, or is it two? Oh, or three? What is it? I just need to know how many cards to pull. Spirit, please guide and direct me right now. Show me, is this person on the twin flame journey? Or is it all in their head? Okay. So, okay, so you did 22. Okay. So that's almost two, but not quite. I'll go ahead and give you two. $30 would be two, but I'll give you another one from the bottom as well as this one, just to give you a little bit more. So here we have 4 cups, 4 wands. I got chills. I don't think it's all in your head. I really don't. Because 44, you came in at 155, then I see 11. There's doubles. There's double numbers following you. This card right here is a twin flame card. It's the 1111. The 2 wands on the right, 2 wands on the left. Okay, so there is this mirroring and there is a synchronicity. However, you're not going anywhere in this journey. You are stuck. You're in the mud here. There's a stopping point. You need help to get out of this rut that you're in this journey. Earlier, I saw 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now I'm seeing 4 of Cups. I also see 7 of Swords. There's something you don't realize that is keeping you stuck. And with the 4 of Cups, it's, I don't want this. It's being offered something, but you don't want it. It's also a card of rejection. It's a card of unrequited love. It's not being loved in return, honestly. But it's also someone else wanting you, but you're not interested in that. It can also be seen in the twin flame journey of not loving the self. It's not loving the self. And I feel like what's not being seen, 7 of Swords, is escape, running away from the truth, running away from evidence, running away and escaping something that needs to be learned. I feel like if you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I know that's really early, but if you can be quiet, the world is really quiet at 4 in the morning, and you can just meditate and ask questions with a lighted candle, these secrets are going to be revealed to you because there's something that's not being shown to you. You're not seeing it. It's like through a veil of sadness, unhappiness, unrequited love. There's something that's not being seen. What is it that needs to be dealt with that's keeping you stuck? And it's going to come to you at 4 a.m. in the morning after you meditate. I want you to light just a single white candle, cream-colored candle, doesn't really matter. And just light it and ask at 4 a.m., what is it I'm missing? What is it that I need to know? And meditate, because at that time, Your soul's going to speak to you. It's going to be very powerful at 4 a.m. That's a very grounded hour. Make sure you go to bed earlier. I don't want to ruin your whole schedule. Go to bed at least by 9 that night. But, wake up early and just sit there with a golden turmeric drink. Now, you could put turmeric in your tea with honey. It's not exactly the best flavor. Or you could put turmeric in milk or coconut milk. I recommend coconut because it's lactose free and it's just coconut. But turmeric and honey with the milk, because that's when the moon wants to speak to you. You see, the moon is going to reveal to you something hidden in the subconscious. So when you sit there at 4 a.m. in the morning and you are meditating with that candle in front of you, sipping that nectar, that sweet moon color and shape and sound and vibration of feminine energy nectar, you're going to have a revelation. If you don't get it that one morning, try it again another morning. Try it for at least 21 mornings if you don't get it, because it's going to come to you, what's been missing. What I feel the issue is yourself. There's something I'm feeling about yourself. Both of these images are of someone kind of turning away. I feel like you've turned away from yourself. You may have even betrayed yourself in some way. You feel like maybe even you might be a victim. Let's turn that around. Let's get stable. Let's get grounded. Let's work on confidence. Let's work on I am worthy. Let's work on you writing some affirmations after your meditation. 4 affirmations. You're going to want to do things in 4s here. I am worthy. I am the one. I am powerful. I am a master manifester. I think if you work on those 4 things, or whatever I am affirmations you want to write down for yourself, meditate for at least 7 minutes at 4 a.m., longer if you can, and then say those affirmations. Do some stretches. Spend some time on yourself to get ready. Extra time, like a walk around the block in the morning, a small brief workout, ironing your clothes, steaming them, taking care of your teeth better with flossing and whitening, maybe a facial care routine. I feel like if you spend more time on yourself, this is going to reveal itself to you and it's going to improve. I do feel, though, you're on the twin flame journey. I absolutely feel that. But I do think something's hidden from you. I do think that there's a rejection here, and I do think your person loves you but is running away from you. I do feel there's some level of, I can't believe I'm on this twin flame journey. This person doesn't want to be on it with me. I do feel some sense of sadness and despair. And a lot of that is belief in self. And I want you to get out of that funk, out of that zone, because you are on a twin flame journey. You are a powerful manifester. You are the one, and you are enough. So make sure you convince yourself of that first, because remember, they are a mere reflection of you. So that's what I see for you. Okay? Thank you so much for that. I love you guys. I am going to let you go if there is no one else. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'll be back later to do another reading. Random things. I hope that does make sense. Get out of here. Just when you said make sense, guess what? Guess what time it is where I'm at? And I told you about the force. Random things. It's not random. That comment was made at 4:44 p.m. And it's 164 minutes and 44 seconds, and we have 14 people in the room. See, the 4s are going to be chasing you like they just did. And things are about to get grounded. But you said that at 4:44. So just saying, don't doubt that you're not on this journey, because you are. You are. You're just in a stuck part of this journey. So it'll be okay. Thank you for that question. And I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, markers, for being here. Thank you to the rest of you for watching to the end. May you be blessed tenfold in all you do. I hope you guys are blessed in this life. And I hope I get to see you next time. So please subscribe, please like, and I hope I see you in the next video coming up in like a few hours. I hope you're there. If you're not there, I hope you just have a chance to rewatch it later. YouTube doesn't always notify you, but check back in when you can, okay? Search me up, JKS. And if you want to see more of my videos, just go to my channel here, click the lives, and you could see tons of videos under live only. And you're going to see they're all timeless. Just pick one that may call out to you. Maybe a great reading for you. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Have a blessed and beautiful day. I'll see you later. Bye, markers. I love you. Bye, Doja Cell. Bye, Sergio. Bye, Christina. I love you guys. I'll answer your email today, Christina. I love you. Bye, guys.